featuring Professor Ken and Reek in the Lion's Den.
Once again, we in the Lion's Den. You know who it is. It's Professor Ken and his Reek. And we're going to start this one off with being locked down. You know, you're locked down and, you know, your woman's becoming weary about your situation and, you know, she's not treating you the same way that she treated you once you were out. How do brothers deal with that type of situation?
Well, you know, I got locked up back in the early 70s for the first time. You know, first time I ever got incarcerated, you know, I had a little girlfriend or what have you, you know what I'm saying, back in the day. I couldn't correspond with her. I had to wait till I got out, which at that time, you know, you had to serve like 3 months before you got out. So you just had to just sit back, cross your fingers, and hope that when you got out of jail that your girl would still be there. But then by the time I graduated and I went to the house of correction or the state prison, you know, it turned into a situation where I started corresponding. You know, and a lot of guys, you know, it was a dirty game we used to do, but some guys were like, hey man, I can't write, you know, so dude couldn't write. So, you know, we used to write for dudes. And then after we would write for them, you know, we would sneak and get the address and then end up corresponding with their girlfriends. It was like, nigga, don't come to prison and can't read and write, because you're going to get knocked for your chick, you know what I mean? Because it was an all-out war, you know, how many correspondence was big back then, just to have somebody to write to, just to get a kite, you know, that was a big deal back then, you know, it probably still is, but you know, today, of course, correspondence then has advanced to the level where you can even email from prison.
Right.
You know, if you can't email, my brother, he got a tablet, so he can email us from the tablet. They can text from prison now. So, I mean, if a guy is in prison, you know, and he's involved in a relationship, you know, I think the best thing for him to do is to, you know, engage with his significant other and do it quite frequently. You know, you don't want to overbearing, but you want to correspond to the point where the person know that, you know, you really love them or you appear to love them. You know, you want to be totally engaging, because if not, you know, 1 second of temptation when you're not there can evolve into a relationship or end up, you know, terminate the relationship, because, you know, a female, you know, she's emotional, so she needs attention. You know, women love attention. They love to be appraised. They love to be complimented. You know, they love the apple of the person's eye or a part of that person's thought. So one of the ways, you know, what we used to do, we was in prison, we used to write at least 2-3 letters a week, and that would keep the broad attention. That would keep the broad ever forgetting about you, because, you know, and then, you know, it get to the point where when you write a female a lot from prison, she be waiting for you to get that kite to come in, like, you can just hear it in her voice when you talk to her on the phone. Oh, I was so happy to get your letter today. I was so happy. You know, my daughter got my mail, and I was like, did so-and-so write me? And, you know, they like that, right. Especially if you're incarcerated. You know, you got to stay, you know, in touch with your female. You got to correspond on a continuous basis, you know, and you got to be very charming. You know, you have to be, you know, almost like Romeo and Juliet-like. You know what I mean? You got to be very poetic. You know, you got to say things that make her smile, you know, that make her feel like she's important. Right. Because if you don't, then somebody else will. You know, and the competition is you got a live body out there, a human being that's, you know, men out there every day that's preying on women, you know, looking for some sex or looking for a quick come up or looking for some money. They constantly compliment her, hey mommy, you fine, or hey mommy, you know, you looking beautiful today. And if she hearing that from the opposite sex, you know, and you're not there and she's lonely, you know what I mean, that's a potential, you know, for some type of, I would say, cheating, or, you know, depending on if you marry infidelity or whatever the word they use for it, you know. But on another level, if you is correspondence with her, is keeping in touch with her, you know, it kind of take the sting out of it, you know. And a lot of guys, you know, that I know, you know, they put ads in the magazine, you know, and they put like a correspondent ad, a pen pal. And, you know, we know a lot of guys, you know, they knock bras, you know, from the streets, especially like in Green Bay, Wisconsin, with the prison that over 80% of those guys that lived there because they had correspondence in the prison with the females. When they get out and they go home and they end up being, you know, they come home from prison and they end up being in a relationship with these people after writing them and corresponding with them, and they going up and visit them in the prison for so many years. They end up having a relationship, they end up getting married or what have you. Now, my brother, he been locked up 22 2 years, the first thing he say is when he calls, man, can you find me a pen pal? I just want to kick it with somebody, because when you're in prison and you sit on that bunk and you in that cell, man, you ain't doing nothing but flowing nothing but poetic thoughts. You got plenty of time to think, so you can say things and you can analyze things a lot better when you're incarcerated. But men, when we on the streets, we either working a job. If we ain't working a job, we going to play basketball, we watch the football game. We don't have time for a female. We more romantic in prison than we is when we not in prison.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you're in prison, you reading all these books and you reading all these romance books, and then you want to exercise some of that game. So you might read something from a magazine or from a book, and you might spit it in a letter. You might even word it word for word. Sometimes you plagiarize. You might the chick like, oh, that's so charming. Where you get that from? I don't know. It just came off the top of my head. You got it out there romantic. No. You know what I'm saying? You got that out there Iceberg Slim book.
Page 23.
Page 23, chapter 8. We do that when we in prison. We plagiarize. We try to find the most romantic thing. Some of us not romantic. So if we read a romantic novel and something romantic come off the page, we're gonna put that on the paper. We're gonna put it in the letter. Right. So I think another way when dudes is incarcerated, I think sometimes you got to let the broad breathe too. You can't be, just overbearing. With your correspondence, you got to be. Now, sometimes you got to tell us, that, baby, I know, you out there, you trying to hold things down. Go to the movies, you know what I'm saying? Go to the concert, go do something. Let her know that you're not holding her down, because if you tell her to do it, then it's more than likely she won't do it. But if you tell her, don't go nowhere, who you with, and you acting like, some type of jealous maniac wife from prison, you ain't gonna do nothing but provoke her to go out there and do stuff because you tell her not to do it, and she knows she can get away with it. She gonna do it because she knows she can get away with it. So, for the dudes that's incarcerated, if they can hear what we saying, just be, a little lenient, what I'm saying? Give the female a little latitude, a little freedom to do what she got to do. You know what I'm saying? Read your romantic books, get into your romantic novels, spend a little bit of that game from the romantic novels, and spend a little bit of that game that you're going to get from the little magazines and stuff, and put a little twist to it, put in your own words, say a lot of kind words, keep it positive, She may last, the bit. That if you got all day, you got life, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
If you find a woman hang with a man that got life, all I can say is that that's unconditional love.
You're right. Now I want to say this. Let me add this to it, because you gave a contexture of one particular situation, but this is another situation. Say the brother's freshly doing 5 years. He's 6 months in. When he was out, they was living lovely. But since he's done gone away, maybe they done lost the house, and she had to move back in with her mama. So she's living in a different fashion that she wasn't used to living. So
Rick, that's one of that really happens. When you go to prison, when you out there, you the breadwinner. Say for instance, you moving 3-4 ounces a day, or you moving 4-5 pounds a day. That's a lot of money coming in. That means that the baby getting new Jordans. That means that she getting her hair done and her nails done frequently. She pushing the Range Rover, she pushing the Benz, and the minute all that stopped, the first thing she gonna say is that you left me. You left me with all these bills. You left me with all this lifestyle. Now I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? And what am I supposed to do? Do I supposed to wait on you, or do I supposed to sit here and let me and my children suffer? I'm moving back in the house with my sister. I'm moving back in with my mom. She's not gonna be happy. She's gonna be disgruntled because she feel like it was your fault, but it wasn't your fault when you was out there, balling, and she was benefiting from it. And I think that's the mistake a lot of women make. They kind of encourage that behavior. They all, on the phone like, girl, my nigga's a baller, girl, my nigga rolling, or my nigga this, my nigga that. What I'm saying? Girl, I mess with this nigga in the game. What I'm saying? He did say that, girl, that nigga moving weight, but she bragging on the phone. But then when he go to jail, she try to make it seem like he just left her out there cold, with no way of, survival or anything like that. But, for all the women out there that, you got a man out there, he hustling, you need to be trying to get him out of the streets. You need to be trying to encourage him to do the right thing, so you don't have to become pen pals when he in prison. You don't have to worry about, what you're going to do for the next 5 years, because, a lot of times, especially in the African American community, these women, they encourage that. also come in smelling the walls and smelling up under the couches, and they're gonna find a little work and they're gonna find a little money. So all that y'all head gonna go to hell. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna go to hell. You ain't gonna have none of that. You gonna have nothing to show for. You know what I mean? So if you're a real broad, if you're a real chick, then can you stand up? You know, in the bad times as well as the good times. Are you gonna be corresponding with that man? Is you gonna be sending that man commissaries? You're gonna be sending him letters, and you're gonna, you know, if you ain't got no money, then you got 5 minutes of your time to write him a nice little letter, tell him to keep his head up, because that's where, you know, the truth is gonna lie. You know, that's gonna show you who's who and who's not. You know what I'm saying? When, you know, when all the chips are down and, you know, the money ain't no longer around, who's gonna be around? You know, that's the question I want to ask. You know, and I think that a lot of women, you know, they victims of this. You know what I'm saying? They participants. You know, they participate in the licentiousness and the illegal activity by encouraging it, you know, or moving along with it. You know, sometimes you have to, you know, if you got a man and you love him, if you really love him, you got to stand up on him, say, look here, man, we got kids to take care of, man, we got, you know, real life situations. So what you gonna do? When you gonna make your next move, your best move? You know, when you gonna opt out the game? Because if he feel that you respect the game, if he feel that that's what makes you happy, he gonna continue to sell drugs. He gonna continue to sell weed because he think that that's how he got you. That's how he gonna keep you.
Right.
But in reality, you know, whoever is in that type of situation, you know, some people are lucky. Some people never get caught. I know some male and female relationships, man, where they've been selling dope for 20, 30 years, and both of them been benefiting from the game. Then I know some guys, you know, they go straight from working at a good job and getting in the game, and 2-3 months later, you know what I'm saying, they in the cell, you know, with their head down, crying because they didn't expect, you know, that come with it. You know, the penitentiary come with all that. So, you know, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, when a man go to prison and he has a female out there that's been reaping the benefit, he been getting money, or if he a gangster, you know what I'm saying, man, he got a bunch of kids, he was just out there, you know, robbing and stealing and killing or whatever he doing to take care of his family. You know, if it was just a necessity.
Right.
The woman is still complicit. You know, she could have stopped him. You know, she could have told him to chill. You know, so if you was there doing all the drama, then you got to be there doing, you know, the ball too. You can't just leave that man hanging. You know, you got to be by his side. You know, you got to correspond with him. And if you in jail, man, you know, you got to explain to him that's why you was doing it for the struggle. You know, to keep the family together, to keep food on the table. Then you got to explain that to the broad, you know, through correspondence or whatever. You know, but you can't expect her to be faithful because you gave up that privilege of her being out there being faithful. You know, now that you're in jail, you know what I'm saying, she got hormones too. You know, who to say that she ain't gonna wanna, you know, dip and dive every now and then. You know, I mean, that's what you give up. That's when you commit a crime, you give up that freedom too. You know, the freedom of being able to, you know, be around your female all the time and know how, you know, and knowing where she at, knowing that she ain't. You know, because when they close that gate, that cell at 10 o'clock, hey man, from 10 to 8 in the morning or 9 in the morning, you can make that next phone call, anything can go on. You know what I'm saying? So, damn, right, the female when she in prison, man, don't go if you don't have to. You know, avoid going all together, man, because it's just, man, prison ain't no place for no real man, man. It just ain't, or for no real woman. You know, even the women that go to prison, you know what I'm saying, be out there, you know, doing what they doing, you know what I mean, and they want a man to correspond with them, you know. I mean, you got to think about your access to females, you know. I mean, you can't, you know, you want to sell drugs, you want to get out there, you know, you want to do anything illegal, you know, bust checks or whatever you do, you know, move paper, you know what I'm saying, you know, fraud or whatever it is you're doing to catch you some money. You want to be careful too. Because you can't expect that man to be faithful to you if you're incarcerated and he's out there, you know, and he got a heap of temptation, you know. I mean, it's on both sides. Everybody gonna be tempted, man. When somebody go to prison, the female or the male gonna be tempted while their significant others incarcerated. But like I said, you know, through correspondence, you know, through mail, you know, you can, you know, keep the relationship kind of solid, you know. I mean, some women, you know, they probably can do it. They can do the 5 or 6 years, you know. They can do 10 years, you know, without seeing nobody else. They might do it for the kids, you know, who knows, you know. you can't, as an inmate, you can't expect that woman to be totally loyal, totally faithful, unless she's a Muslim or a Christian, and it's in her religion to be that way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And to put up with their little shenanigans for about a year or two. Because if you let anybody from prison, if you let them, work you, they'll work you. I was in prison. You know what I'm saying? Man, when my partners will listen to me and they'll take my phone calls and they receive my letters, I'm like, man, I need this, I need that, man. I need you to go over here, man, holler at this person. I need you to do this, man. I need you to run this by my mama house. I need this, I need that. You gonna try to, get all you can get in. And when we do, it's still, getting a companion, we end up, losing a companion because we overreaching, we overbearing to people. And that's what a lot of guys in prison do. They try to, they move so quick because it's so hard to get people to be participating, or down with them, that when they find somebody that's down, they overwork them. Hey man, go see what's happening at the club, man. You know what I'm saying? Go holler at homeboy. Holler at him for what, man? You ain't getting out for 20 years, man. You want me to go see if I can get you a lawyer, or you want me to see if I can look up something in the law book? I think a lot of guys in prison, they worry about the wrong thing, man. I used to be that dude. My partner, he checked me one time so cold. I was like, man, what they doing in Mr. J's? He said, Mr. J's. He said, man, when you coming home? I said, about 4 years. He said, man, this place won't be called Mr. J's when you get home. He said, man, just go do your bit, man, and go, do something constructive with your time. Try to, get back into society. And I think, that's even, a lot of guys, when them bras, man, go bad on them, they shouldn't get upset, man, because, we made that mistake by getting ourselves incarcerated, so we can't expect a female to be down with us, and if she is down with us, we got to look at it as a blessing, and it's still a, obligation, because, man, once you go to prison, man, that's what you do, you give up a lot of rights, man, and one of the rights is you give up your rights to that person that you was with. Even if you was married to that person can get out anytime they get ready. Ain't nothing guaranteed. It ain't even guaranteed when you're on the streets. It ain't guaranteed when you're incarcerated.
Too cool to count 24/7.